scripture reading today comes from Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verses 24 through 26. There is nothing better for a man to do than to eat and drink and enjoy himself in return for his labors. And yet I saw that this comes from the hand of God. For without him, who can enjoy his food or who can be anxious? God gives wisdom and knowledge and joy to the man who pleases him. While to the sinner, it is given the trouble of gathering and amassing wealth only to hand it over to someone else who pleases God. This too is emptiness and chasing the wind. I'd like to invite Emily Prayer and
As you heard Jacob read earlier, I'll once again read from Ecclesiastes 2, verses 24 through 26. A person can do nothing better than to eat, drink, and find satisfaction in their own toil. This too, I see, is from the hand of God. For without him, who can eat or find enjoyment? To the person who pleases him, God gives wisdom, knowledge, and happiness. But to the sinner, he gives the task of gathering and storing up wealth to hand it over to the one who pleases God. This too is meaningless, a chasing after the wind. All throughout life, we work our butts off. As a student in school or work, we strive to make good grades, do the things we can to achieve excellence. Sometime in between high school and work, most of us start to think to ourselves, what is my purpose? And it is through that work that we do in our later lives that we begin to believe we have found our purpose. But have we really? Before Saul converted into Paul, he was a zealous persecutor of Christians. He persecuted and put so many Christians to their death. Then, one day, as he was on his way to Damascus, a bright light blinded Saul and spoke to him, saying, "Saul, Saul, why do you persecute me?" And Saul replied, "Who are you, Lord?" The light responded, "I am Jesus, whom you are persecuting. Now get up and go into the city, and you will be told what you must do." For 3 days, Saul was blind and did not eat or drink. He then met with Ananias, someone who was told by the Lord in a vision to heal Saul. After Saul was healed, he was baptized, ate food, and regained his strength. After persecuting and killing all those Christians, after going through all that toil, Paul's work became meaningless. He found his true purpose in God. In God, he found happiness and enjoyment. Yes, there were some struggles. Paul was turned down by many people, and through all of it, he remained to be with God. On January 24th, 2016, my dad passed away. And I not only lost an amazing friend, but I lost my dad. When it first happened, I was distraught, upset, and angry. I wasn't angry that my dad was gone. I was angry because I felt God had turned away from me. I felt that way for a long time. I stopped attending church as much as I had before, but life went on. Then last semester, I attended a youth event with some friends who had invited me. And it was there that I found God again. God was with me. For the first time in a while, I had felt saved and felt the love of God. Then came happiness. With God, I found who I really was. Everybody in this world has a purpose, but it's not for us to determine what that purpose is. If we are the ones trying to determine our purpose, then we will just stay drifting like dust in the wind. Trust in God and be with God. For it is with God that we will find our true purpose and be the happiest we can be. Earlier we heard a song that suggested everything is dust in the wind. My friends in CYF and I will now do a skit showing you that God is everything.